another line and wash to follow the one I've just done, which follows the greatest knife painting ever seen by man. I did it on Saturday whilst waiting for my Crystal Palace football team to start to beat Chelsea. Right, so I saw this review on the telly over the weekend, probably on Country Files, just a long barns, some trees. I'll make those into sort of distant hills, mountain type thing, and I'll put in a bit of water here just to make a painting from memory. Now there's no argument about this. This is acrylic ink, black acrylic ink, which I've been using for years. It lasts a long time. And here's a bottle. There's not much left in there. Here's a bottle of Indian ink, which I bought online. Stevens, very famous ink maker. Fade resistant, shake gently. Indian ink. So I don't know what the difference is. One's acrylic. No, this might be a watercolour. No, it's not, because when it's dry, it's waterproof. So I've given it a shake, but I've still got some left over from the one I've just done, which is uploading at the moment. So I'll got my matchstick, just any old stick will do, and I'll just put it in. Quite, oops. And we'll put some one of my favourite sort of things on the roof is some missing tiles. And we'll put in some, I can do that with, got a bit of a blot there. I'll blot it, and I'll, when I find my toilet roll. Everything's moved, so I had to clean the windows, my Velux loft windows, because they were filthy with all the rain we had over the week, well, last night actually, and I'll put a tree there. This is all very simple. I hope I'm not masking you. Let's just get it down there. I think we'll put a bit of a. Oh, that's not very good. I'll change that. I'll change this to. I've lost one of my sticks. This is what I do. When the ink goes dry from lack of use of the stick, I just rough it up again or clean it off with some fine sandpaper, so it becomes porous again and will hold some more ink. That'll do. Right, carry on. I'm going to put a bit of a I didn't intend to have that blobby like that, but let's just make a bit of a tree there. Back to this one. It's all falling down, tumbly barns. I'll use a brush in there. Right, let's go in with my little brush here. I will just this is a black clapboard, and then we'll put in some doors and barn windows or whatever you have in barns. Tractors in there. Right, let's just put in some bit of foliage along there. We've overdone it there. Just bring some just some wintry trees here. So it's a bit thin now, probably because it's evaporating whatever binder's in there. I might tip a bit out again just to keep it all nice and moist. That'll do for that. Yeah, it's just going a little bit thick. Well, okay, that's not a problem. We'll don't want to waste that little bit of ink, so we'll put in I need some more in there. It's very, very thick. I'll just put in some, because this is going to be the reflections in the water. So what you put in, they call this drawing. I don't think they mean technical drawing, because I don't think I want to draw with it. I used to be a draftsman in a previous life. I did a lot of ink drawing. So let's have a bit of a cloud field there. This is a painting with ink, really, isn't it? Black ink. But it's very dramatic because of the way this the contrast. Let's just get that there. This is like a bit of a lake pond. I don't know if it's soluble in water. Let's get that down there. Ooh. Get that coming down here. For some, I've got some paints in colour on this to sort of sink back. So that's coming across here, the old bank here, and So that's the so what I'm doing is putting some reeds and brambles and stuff, whoops, in here, and just turn it into a hedge on a bit of a so that'll show for the bit of a bank, bit of reflection. Just drag that down, and this will be land, so we can just right. Okay, that'll do. I'll clean my brush. Really, I should have another pot of water to clean the brush because this is going to go into the paint. Right, okay, that will do. I think we've done all we can with that brush and a stick. A couple of weeks ago I bought a couple of these watercolour pencils. I haven't used them yet, so if I leave them out, one out, I'll draw a bit of detail in the background with them, see what happens. Let's just blot this and then I'll dry it again. Let's take the worst off of it. There's not a lot there actually. It's my tall chimney stack there, which I went wrong a bit. Let's block that. Well, I'm assuming that is waterproof now. Right, let's put my little clips on. I'm going to do this, well, I'm not going to use the hake, I'm going to use the rounds to see what happens. Because I'm using the Bockingford £140 weight for this. So I'll put in some blue, got a nice, that's good blue going, bit of grey. So we'll get the blue, or darkest blue, around the clouds. And we'll just drag a bit of that to soften with some water. Just clean my brush, so I'm going to put a bit of red in there, a bit of sienna. This will buckle the sheets. This is a nice paper. Right, now over that we can put a bit of a dark cloud with blue and red. Get that coming across. Keeping it wet is the thing. Once it starts to dry off, you'll get the cauliflowers, but I think that will just about do. Right, now we'll put in some background here. Now a bit of sienna in there, just paint around the those houses or barns. So this is just a green landscape, or the cliffs, hills, green in the background there. I can overlay that with some more colour. Right, now I'm going to put in some burnt umber there, I think. There's a bit of a ploughed field or something there. Very quick, just washing in. While that is just drying, I'll put in the my sky colours. The red. Ooh, it's a bit much. And put some more blue. And then the field is coming down the back. Right, now I'll put a dark sienna in there with a bit of grey. Just to show. Actually, a bluey grey it seems to be work better for that. But these are reflections on that bank there. There, that'll do for that, I think. I'll dry my paper and give it a stretch first. Oops. Very, very versatile easels. These. This is a Mabeth I bought 2 years ago as a present to myself at Christmas. And I paid a lot of money for it, 140 quid, I can't believe it. And I think you pick them up, less than half that now. Ripped off. I might go over that with a slightly heavier cloud. I want to do some more in that background. It's got a bit of rye, so I'll put in some tree stuff in there. Bit heavier blue. It's a bit of yellow. Just to show some. Trees, bit of burnt umber in there as well, I think. Right. I'm mixing greens from lemon yellow, Payne's grey, bit of burnt umber, just put that in there. Okay. Right, now I'll use a bit of the rigger now, I think, in the foreground here. We'll show, the burnt umber, we'll show some, well, put some water in there. Just some furrows just coming up here. Doesn't show quite as easily as the smoother Fabriano paper. Just a bit of texture in there. You can keep that sort of a green. Right, well that's all drying. I'm going to put some detail in there, but I want to fill in the roofs now with a sort of a reddy colour, because the red always enlivens the greens. Let's put one in there. Okay. I'm going to put a stone colour on the walls of this, leaving some lights showing, and on the lighter side a bit of sienna. Right, okay, that seems to be a nice mess, doesn't it? Right, let's put in some trunks on these trees here. So a darker mix of the green for the chunks. We'll have them coming up there. A bit darker, a bit of more grey. Just making these just a little bit more interesting than they might otherwise be. Right, let's go up here with some. Right, very sketchy. Right, I don't think that works, does it? I think the paper needs to be a bit wet for that. get some dry that off. Oh, no, I won't. I'll just go back over here and just put in some darker cloud. Just going across here. Just to put a bit of interest in the sky. I don't think it's a bit of a picture, but it really was to demonstrate the drawing, but I got a bit carried away, it went a bit heavy. I think I'm not sure whether this ink can be diluted. Could have a look, couldn't we? Let's read something. Let's, well there's the ink. Let's see what happens if I put a bit of water in it. Right. Let's have a look. Bit of spare paper here. Let's just knock it up and see. Oh yeah. Look, that's that works. It does dilute, so it's waterproof while it's in that state. I might, well, I might put a bit of water in with the jar in this little. What's the name here? Before I do, I just want to see whether there's any sediment in the bottom of it. No, there isn't. It's the matchstick ruined. But I'm going to put a little bit of water in there. Not a lot. I'm not doing this for reasons of poverty. That's it, just a little bit. I'll give it a good shake. Alright, well that should be okay. That might be a bit better than. Well, I'll put it in an amount and we'll have a look and see what it says. And these things do look better on a computer. The light in the screen tends to make them look a bit better than they actually are. It's just. No, it's not very. It's a bit muddy, isn't it? Well, I don't dislike it. Let's bring the camera around so it's more square. Right, let's go into it. Right, I'll be a bit slower than normal. That's the barn, the long barn. So there we are. Come over to the other one. All very simple, but it was the drawing which is the thing. That all the ink work. Let's loosen this. I like the idea of it, but I think have a go yourself. I've got these hills in the distance, and I put this bit of landscape in behind. But I think the ink's gone a bit heavy. Probably because it didn't really flow off the brush, and so it's a bit of an experiment, this one. But I quite like that bit across there. Not too dissatisfied with that. The water's quite wet, but it's not one of the best ones I've done. But anyway, we'll see what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.